He expressed opposition to retaining the titles, saying it would devalue the royal title, and criticized the couple's activities and the running of their charity. Please join us in going into detail and analyzing this situation. Before that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. First of all, I am very happy and look forward to the removal of Harry and Meghan's royal title. To me, this is an important and necessary step to protect the value of the royal title and prevent its inappropriate use. I think it's not just me, but many others have also expected this for a long time, because we witnessed Harry and Meghan's behavior after they left their positions working for the royal family, and how they inappropriately use royal titles to promote their personal products and services. They are taking advantage of the royal family and noble titles to benefit themselves. Isn't that very embarrassing? While it has long been a tradition to be loyal and serve the royal family, they have always been competitive and gossipy, even lying to the people who once trusted and supported them. How bad! Personally, I find it very frustrating to see Harry and Meghan continue to use their royal titles after they are no longer working royals. I think this behavior is not only a mockery of the royal family, but also devalues the royal titles. To me, continuing to allow Harry and Meghan to use this title could harm the dignity and standing of the royal family in the public eye. I guess both I and everyone else are interested in the discussion within the royal family about removing Harry and Meghan's titles. I understand that while there is consensus on removing the title, members of the royal family remain concerned about the possible counterproductive consequences. For me, this decision needs to be made quickly and carefully because its implications are growing. King Charles and the royal family need to take harsh actions to deter future generations. I read somewhere that the king is not doing anything. Just because Harry was his son didn't mean he was exempt from such disrespect. This is not just disrespect for an individual, but disrespect for an entire country and the values it represents. The lack of action on the part of the king is causing anger and discontent among the community. If this were true, I would lose even more faith in the sense of equality and fairness within the UK. It is inappropriate for Harry and Meghan to continue to use royal titles in public activities such as their tour in Nigeria and the relaunch of the website Sussex. This is not only an act of disrespect to the royal family, but can also negatively affect the royal family's image in the eyes of the public. It seems to me that the continued use of royal titles in these activities could lead to a loss of the flexibility and precision of royal traditions. Nigeria's First Lady did well to call out Meghan for her blatant disregard for the cultures of other peoples. This action was not only a criticism, but also a sincere warning to Meghan about the importance of respect and cultural diversity in a celebrity's communication and public behavior. I didn't expect that she didn't even have the status of an influential person, let alone a princess of a country. Nigeria's First Lady accurately reflected the views and feelings of many people, Nigerians and the international community at large, about the actions taken by Meghan and which they considered inappropriate or lacking respect. Such criticism is not just a protest, but also a call for her to think carefully about her actions and improve relations with the international community. About how Harry and Meghan's Archewell Foundation is run, especially paying the CEO a large sum of money. I think this is unfair and can reduce public trust in their charitable activities. To me, paying a CEO a large sum of money in a charity is a serious problem because it casts doubt on the transparency and true purpose of the organization. Meghan used everyone and everything to get where she is today. The bad thing is that some people agree with her evil ways and no longer care about the royal family. She could always use her new family in Nigeria and Meghan's new best friend, America, with its fraudulent ways. People like Harry and Meghan are nothing more than scammers who make money by taking advantage of others. They are really making people sick and depressed. Meghan's business is annoying. The royal family has always had problems. Harry must have been blindfolded and controlled by her. We must all support the royal family. He is not in a normal state and is worried about the country. He only thought of an American actress who was unfaithful to the royal family. I'm so disappointed in Harry. This situation would not have happened if he had married someone else. Meghan is terrible. If anything happens, let them complain. They will always find a way to complain about anything and everything anyway. Harry and Meghan may not be happy with any decision, and nothing seems to satisfy them. Ignore their constant moaning. Sometimes, reacting only makes them more interested, so it's best to ignore them, and they will soon fall apart. You may recall that the royal family had more important things on their minds than Harry and Meghan when they aired their Oprah interview. Prince Philip is in his final days, and the Queen is 95 years old and was diagnosed with cancer amid the COVID pandemic. People have short memories and don't bother to research the facts. Harry and Meghan's nonsense no longer matters in the real world of grief, pain, and loss. So you'll have to forgive the royal family for trying to let the Queen die in peace, burying the dead, mourning their loss, and really struggling through these very times. Hard. The same can be said for Britain, which needs time to recover from a period of terrible loss. Harry and Meghan's titles need to be removed as soon as possible to end the royal family's suffering. I have a friend in Sussex who told me it would be a pleasure if the king stripped them of their titles with help from Parliament, which is necessary. Wouldn't bother us for this to happen. And responsible. May the king himself successfully claim the title of prince under his pen. He and I, too, shall pray that our king will do this to remove the tarnish from their beautiful district. All of the Markle's titles need to be stripped, including those for their children. Without this drastic action, the Markles could use these titles for personal gain, instead of using them to serve the community and uphold the noble values that the royal title represents. Retaining the title would only take away the flexibility and power of the royal family to maintain respect and esteem from the public and international society. Now they are just abusing the goodwill of the British people. Markle is testing what she can do. So far, King Charles has not taken any action against the abuse of their privileges and positions. She is an ugly and disgusting piece of work, and it is very clear that what she is doing is something you and I will not accept. Stop supporting her and their projects. That's the best we can do. Okay, in this video, I made it very clear about the need to immediately strip Harry and Meghan of their titles. Remember to support me by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Thank you, and see you in the next video.